Anybody see me yet? Hello? Hopefully this is working. Having lots of issues today. Hello. Today we are doing block 4 of the cooped up quilt block of the month or of the week, or we had quarantined time cooped up block. Okay, so today is the free Jacob's ladder. Ooh, okay. This is what you're going to need. Let's see. Can you read that? 14 2.5-inch squares of a white or a neutral, 2 4.5-inch squares of that same neutral or white, 10 2.5-inch squares of a blue or whatever color you want to use, and then 4 2.5-inch squares of a green, or again, whichever color you want to use, and 2 4.5-inch squares of that same green. Okay. I hope this is finding everybody healthy and happy and all that good stuff. I know it's a beautiful sunny day, and I actually contemplated not doing this today because it's such a beautiful day, and I hope everybody's out enjoying it. But hello, Julie Meyer. Hello, Julie. I am doing it so that on Friday, when it's pouring and nasty out, you guys will have something to do. So again, this is block 4, and it's called Jacob's Ladder. This is the first one that I did, because as you guys know, I'm doing 2 of each of the blocks, one in the colors that we picked for the normal, and then one in a set of colors that I just feel the urge to do. So for those of you who just came, I'll post what we need again. You need a white or a neutral, a blue, and a green. Hello, Melissa. All of these colors. So this is at the beginning of the video, and again now. So if you want to go and take a look at it on YouTube or later on Facebook, that's what'll be there. Okay. I've been doing the 2.5-inch squares by doing the triangle, a half square triangle method, where you just put the fold in the middle or a line in the middle, and then you sew on a 1/4 inch on each side of that. With this one, I'm starting a little different. I'm going to try an easier method for me to use. And I've already done it making my second blocks here. And I have a customer who can't see very well, so I'm also cutting her fabric for her. She can see to sew because we got her a magnifying lens for her for her sewing machine, so it magnifies what she's looking at, which gives her a better idea of where her needle is. But she still doesn't have a very good way of doing the cutting. We're trying to figure that out yet. So your 4.5-inch squares, and these are the colors out of hers. You will put those face to face, and then you're going to sew around. And I'm going to try and turn this camera. I've been having all kinds of issues today. Ah! Don't get dizzy, folks. There we go. I think we can see this. So you put them good side to good side, and then you're just going to sew a 1/4 inch seam all around the outside. And I recommend sewing off the end and cutting your threads, and then taking it out and turning it. The reason I do that is just, oh, watch out for your fingers. It just, to me, it makes a better edge when the threads are crossing over each other. It's a little more secure. I could be totally wrong in my thinking, but that's what I'm doing. Hello. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Michelle. Woo! See, told you I've been having all kinds of issues today. Bear with me, folks. All right, can we still see? There we go. So we'll just sew around all the way around this. I hope everybody had fun today and enjoyed the sunshine. Okay. Now, once you have all four sides done, you're going to cut this diagonally here and here. And what that's going to give you is 4 perfect little half square triangles. And there's, gotta go and get my rotary cutter because this has been giving me a pain in the butt today. Hi, Tammy. Oh, I'm so sorry, folks. I'll be right back. Okay, so you go and you're going to get your ruler and you're going to cut them. And I'm going to bring this down here. Let's see if we can get this to focus on here. Maybe. Oh, sometimes, you know, this going live is a lot of fun, and sometimes it's not. Anyway, so I'm going to try to do this. So your fabric is here. You're going to put your ruler on. Once again, I'm talking about my really good slip knot rulers. And you can see this 45-degree line that's right here. That is on the edge. Come on. Get backwards. Okay. I got the point at the top, that line on the edge, and a point at the bottom here. So I know I'll be cutting right down the center, and then I'll be doing the same thing going the other way. So everybody that's making these blocks, don't forget to post them. Either send me a picture and I'll post it on Facebook, or post it on Facebook. I know some of you are watching this only on YouTube. And for some reason, my rotary cutter didn't cut. The joys of live TV, right? But you can, if you go on Facebook, you'll see everybody's that's been done so far. And they're really cool how they're all turning out. And everybody's a little bit different. And I've been posting both of my versions. Because, again, I've said this in every video. I am the worst person to take a class. Because I'm always changing the pattern as I'm doing it. And a lot of teachers can't handle that. I look at it as that it's a great thing to do. So if you ever take one of my classes and you want to change this, you go for it. Hello, Tammy Schultz. Haven't seen you in a long time. Hi, Brianne. Hey, I haven't seen any of your... Well, thanks. Hi, Everett. Tammy, I maybe after this whole thing is done, you'll be able to come out to my shop and actually see it in person. And you can see my mess that I have everywhere. All right, so you'll end up with 4 half square triangles that look like this, and you're just going to trim them down to 2.5 inches. All right, so I'm going to try to put this back up here so you can see me again. Sorry, guys. I need to figure out how to, this thing is just being a pain today. And I hear weird noises behind me. So, This camera does not want to stand up today for anything at all. I do not understand it. Anybody has suggestions on cameras, I would love that. Okay, hi Sherry Bortz. And hi Everett, if I didn't say hi before. I'm glad you guys are watching. When we're done, share it so everybody gets a chance to watch it. So anyway, when you get them all trimmed up, this is my version. They'll be these perfect little 2.5-inch squares. And then you hit the fun part of putting them together. I'm going to put the camera over here and try and get it to focus down this way so we can see. Because now, after you've done this fun part, sew all the way around the outside and slice it down the middle both ways, and then you'll get to get those perfect 4. That way you're not having to do them 2 at a time. You get 4 at a shot because there's a lot of half square triangles in this one, and it just makes it super simple to do. All right, so then your next step is to take these, and sew your blue and your whites and your green and your whites, and then the ones that are the half square triangles. So because I changed the color on this other one, and this green is being considered, this really pale green is what I'm calling my white. So, and then the dark blue on it is what I'm calling my green. So I need to, we'll sew up this first one here. Oh, and this is my blues. I know I really changed this one up. But, okay. So, by the way, I got to talk to Melissa. Not talk to Melissa, but give a big shout out to Melissa if you guys see her name on anything. Without her right now, we wouldn't be doing this because I don't know enough about the computer stuff, and she's been my hero. So, yay, Melissa. So, the first block that we're going to make is the blue and the white. The blue and white combination. So this is mine here. And I know I'm confusing everybody, but this is the first block we're going to make. This blue and white and blue and white. Again, here's the finished block in the original colors, the blue, white, and green. And yo, Melissa, a tripod. Yeah, a better tripod, because this one keeps collapsing on itself. Okay, so I'm going to take these guys and sew them face to face to each other, or good side to good side. And you're going to do 2 of them because it's a square using the 2. All right, so you get 2 pieces like this, and now I'm just going to put them on top of each other, the opposite directions. I really like this pattern because it gives you that illusion of it being a ladder, but at the same time, it's kind of cool how the pattern fits everything together. You start with the blue and white in the top corner, and you end up with the same thing on the opposite side in the bottom corner of the block. So it turns out kind of neat how it works that way. So there's the first block. Does anybody have any other questions? I know there's 5 of us here right now, but the second block that you're going to make is the one with the half square triangles. And that would be this one, where you have the half square triangles going on here with the one blue in the bottom. So I need to do this one and one of these, and one of these. Right? Yeah, I think so. Even I'm confusing myself. It's always fun. I think the day is kind of weird. Is there a full moon or Mercury rising or something? If anybody can tell me, that would be wonderful. Alright, so my diagram is to have this blue in this corner, and then this way, and then this one this way, and then this one this way. So I know this is it put together, so you get this line that goes there, and then this white color, in this case the light green, are all together. I know when I was putting together this first block on this, the original one, I found myself getting messed up on which directions. So I always double check before I start sewing. Well, okay, I don't always, because sometimes I got to take them apart. But it's a good idea to double check what you're doing, and that way you don't have to use that seam ripper quite as much as you might have had to. And my machine's been behaving today, so I don't have a leader on here, which is impressive, but I have it sitting here just in case. So now I have this, and I have this, and we're going to sew these together so that line is there. Alright, remember I don't pin because I like to have the flexibility of moving those seams in the center until I get them to match the way I want them to. And I'm already sewing it together wrong. See, this is why I said to double check. I started making a few stitches and I'm like, something doesn't feel right. I was sewing them together so they would be like that. That's not what we want. We want them to be together like this. So it's this side that we're going to stitch on. You can see how simple that and how fast that can happen. Alright, you go that way, you go this way. So I'm hearing tomorrow is supposed to be 60 degrees here, which I'm excited about, but it kind of makes me a little frustrated. Okay, so then there's the second one. So now the third is using the white, which in this case my light green, your neutral, and then using the dark green, in this case is my blue. So we're just going to go like this. And I know some of you don't have a fancy dancy machine with a thread cutter on it. And if you don't, then make sure you do your chain piecing to save on your thread, because we all know how expensive Aurifel thread can be, and that's the only thread that ever goes in this machine. Hello? Like I always say, if things are going too smooth, something's going to go wrong. Yes, Melissa, that is very, very true today. Very, very true. I see I've got 8 people watching. Say hi so I know you're here. Ask any questions you have. The shop is under the quarantine of the state of Wisconsin, but I still am taking in long arming. I still am doing it. I am still selling fabric. I can ship it to you. I can put it outside the door so we don't have to see each other or touch each other or breathe on each other until this is cleared up. All right, so here is the last block. Now, I did not do any ironing, and I always recommend that you iron well, but I also am me, so which means I'm finger pressing, because that's what I do best, is finger pressing. And then I'm going to put this first row together so you guys can kind of see what it's going to look like. Let's see, I'm going to pick the tripod up here. Okay, there's the first block, the second part of it, and then the third part of it. Okay, so I'm going to sew these together real quick. I feel like I should be doing the Saturday night coffee talk. Talks amongst yourself. Okay, and if anyone doesn't know what that is, it probably means that I'm really old. But I still enjoy the old Saturday Night Lives. Whoops. Oh, there we go. All right, so here we go again. So if you want to bring out something to be quilted, or you need to pick up something to be quilted, all I ask is you give me a holler ahead of time. The dogs are enjoying the freedom, believe it or not, of our quarantine, so they're outside most of the day, and I'll just make sure they're in before you come. Okay, most of them, or my troublemakers, I should say. And Shorty's my husband, but he and I are coming up with a way to have you guys just leave your checks at the door or in a box so that we can all stay safe, especially now with one finally in Barron County. Okay, there's the first row. And there's a lot of little pieces with this one, but this is like doing an Irish chain, which everybody loves so much. When you get all of the rows together and you get this beautiful chain here, it looks really neat. And this would be a great quilt all by itself. Hello, Pat Olson. Hi, Julie Meyer. If we need some fabric, do we just call the shop? Call the shop, or send me an instant message, however, and we will figure it out what you need, and I can show you whatever fabric I have. But this is that first block, and this is how it is at the end. So the next block is going to take the middle one and put it, here's the rows. So this one will have two end pieces that have the half square triangles in it, and then one of the center blocks, with, in my case, it'll be the yellow. So if you want, I can keep sewing and we can keep talking, or you can attempt this on your own, because I have no problem talking. If you guys know me, you know I am very much a people person, and this quarantine is starting to get to me. Oh, Melissa says I need to show you the ones that are on the wall. Let's see if I can get the camera to go, because it's really cool how they're all put together. Can you see that over there, guys? The only one I haven't made a second one of is the very first block, because I'm still trying to decide. And these are going to be set on point, so we'll have some plain blocks around them. That way, if you do pick a pattern, like I'm putting the toilet paper pattern on mine, I'm sorry. But if we do that, then those plain blocks will end up having a really good look at the designs. I'm trying to see if I can get closer to it. Does anybody have any questions on my messy studio or on those pictures over there? And you can see the blocks are which ones have been the color scheme that we've been following, and then which ones I've been going off on the deep end with. And even though I've gone off on the deep end, they still look a lot alike, which I think is kind of cool. Okay, I'm still here. Ah! Okay, Tammy, nice to see you. Try and do these if you get a chance. Okay, I think I will attempt the second one unless somebody has any other questions, just so you guys can kind of see how this is going to go together. Oops, upside down. Hello, Tammy Plusser, how are you? I'm glad you could join us. Okay, so then I gotta put, I got something messed up here. Ah, there we go. That one goes like that. This one goes like that. No, goes like this. There we go. So we got to do 2 of them like this. Guys, I'm thinking about doing a lot of online classes coming up. I'm thinking that I might do, we lost our class time at Hobby Lobby due to COVID. But I'm thinking about teaching the class on a special site where only those of you who pay for the class will have access to it. Like Debbie and Tammy, I know the 2 of you were signed up for it, and then the world fell apart on us as we know it. So if it's something that you guys want to do, I can do it that way. We'll set up, I'm trying to figure out, Melissa and I are trying to figure out the whole Zoom classroom so that I'm live and interactive with you guys, so you can ask questions and I'll see you and you'll see me. So we're trying to figure out how to learn it all, because it was in our plans for the future, but COVID kind of pushed the future up. And I don't see Tammy or Debbie on here, but I'm sure they'll be taking the class. But I think it would be fun if I could see you guys and you could see me, and then we can answer questions and be interactive that way, and then you'd never have to leave your house. So I think it'd be an easier way to do things myself. But maybe I'm wrong, and the only way I'm going to know is if you guys let me know. And anybody else that's here, like I know Brianne, you're doing the blocks. Would you be interested in doing something to that effect, where we have the class interactive online? So if you've got a kid sick, you're not going to miss class or anything like that. Just go ahead and let me know. I see I'm losing people here. I'm down to 2 people, so I'm probably talking to myself. So I'm just going to sew one more section here, and then I'm going to let you guys go, and you can ask me questions, send me messages. You can catch me on Facebook, you can catch me on Messenger, you can catch me via text message, or just give me a call. That's all fine and dandy that way too. So, okay, one more seam here, and then I'm gonna sign off on this. And don't forget, I still have Tula Pink fabric coming in June, and hopefully we're off of this COVID by then, and you guys will be able to come out and actually look and touch and feel that fabric. All right, so there's the middle block. So it's going to be 2 of these and 1 of these. Oops, sorry. 1 of these, 2 of these for the second row. But when it's all done, it'll be like this, and I will post a picture of my second one also. All right, well, thanks folks. Hi Everett, I'm glad I still have you. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy all the fun that's going to be happening. Get out there, garden. Just take care of yourselves and everybody around you, and we will survive all of this, and we will continue to have fun. So, with that note, bye guys. Talk to you soon.